of smoke as we exit the ride. We step inside, it's jump and go to the bar for something to tangle lime. I see this thing on the side, she tryna push up. Cute face, nice frame, dog, I'ma do the damn thing. And I snatch the throw back, cause I love to smoke too. Don't get it twisted, I'm with it, but I damn sure ain't your dude. She just in the mood, dance floor, she popping like models. Another tank with a twisted lime, ain't popping no bottles. Damn, she back to the base, drop it down, then wobble it. H&B in the spot, toss it up, my dog's hollering. We steady on the mission, dog, to get La Fedia. Erotically dancing and this chick steadily sweating. I wipe the sweat off later, I'm gon' let off. So settle your brain, girl, let's do the damn thing. Is you with it or what? Come get it, don't front. The club about to close, is you ready to roll? Now let's ride.
Baby, can you grind tonight?
Baby, can I ride with you?
Baby, can you grind tonight?
Oh, baby, can I grind with you?
Baby, let's ride.
Let's ride.
Oh, baby, let's ride.
Let's grind, let's ride.
Baby, can you grind tonight?
Oh, baby, can I ride with you?
When we stepped up in the room, we tell the haters from everywhere, move. Look at them ladies holler, ooh. Why they breaking, shaking, and making they boom, go boom.
Damn, she thick in the waist, get glazing like honey. Haters, they hate, stay in your place. I'm out to get money, ma. Let's hit the bar up, get perf, get herb. Stunning like stars, but far from that, trying to get them dollars.
Baby, don't you want me to stick it to you low? He, the only one can do it to you dro. Two, probably in the sack with a whole slew of chickens acting bad.
They say I'm the man, and I am. I do you before I fool you, make your spot hotter than a pot boiling while I'm fooling you. And after that, I'm cool with you. I just want to get paid, he can get laid, and occasionally I'm cool with you.
Now I don't wanna sound so nasty, the way you shook that ass when you walked past me. Made a fella hard like I'm thugged out. Keep a tight leash on her, I might take your girl out. What up, ma? I might turn your girl out. I don't wanna sound conceited, got to swirl down. It's alright with you, can we get around? Now I ain't gonna make no promises though. Look. Baby, can you grind tonight?
Baby, can I ride with you?
Baby, can you grind tonight?
Oh, baby, can I grind with you?
Baby, let's ride.
Let's ride.
Oh, baby, let's ride.
Let's grind, let's ride.
Baby, can you grind tonight?
Oh, baby, can I grind with you?
No, I ain't trying to be fast. I'm just liking what I see in them pants. Your ass is fat and your makeup's tight and your hair's down your back. And we lay up tonight. I'm afraid of myself. It's cool, lady.
What it do, y'all? What it do? Welcome in. Welcome back to the Gridiron. It's your boy Jersey, the motherfucking king. Don't forget to say the motherfucking when you say my name. You already know what it is. It's popping, y'all. It's fucking Saturday, man. Let's get it. You did? Let's fucking go. How y'all doing today, man? Welcome in, everybody. It's fucking football Saturday, man. The XFL Week 9 is here. The USFL season kickoff is today. It's going the fuck down. I told y'all, spring football's here. It's here to fucking stay. So let's get it fucking poppin'. Again, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is. You already know what it is. What up? How we feeling today, y'all? Who all in here? I got one viewer on Twitch. I got two on Kick. Who all in here? Talk to me. I'll talk back. What's good, y'all? Well, let's get into it then. Fuck it. Roll up if you got to. Light up if you don't. It's 4:20 somewhere, and it's time to smoke. Let's get high, and let's talk about some football, y'all. We got a game starting at 9:30. I got it actually ready to go. Oh, my goodness. Fucking Jesus Christ. Thank you. All right, we got a Houston Roughnecks hosting the Vegas Vipers starting at 9:30. I already got the game pulled up. It starts in like 10 minutes. So as soon as that thing start up on ESPN Plus, we will be having the game live in the background. You ain't gonna be able to watch it, of course, unless you pull it up on ABC, or ESPN Plus. But I will have it up so you guys can hear the game in the background. So we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna start smoking, choking, and talking about some XFL, some USFL, and the latest NFL news. Actually, we're going to start off with some NFL news, all because of what's going on. So, let's get it. All right, so one of the major talks right now. Oh, wow. My bad, Joe. One of the major happenings that happened this week. Hey, J-Cap with the sub. Let's fucking go with another one. Hey, gifted the sub to Sakul. Word up, bro. Good luck. Hey, we gotta get this sub in this bitch. What's good, though? What's going on, bro? Welcome in, man. Let's go. J-Cat starting the show off early with the gifted. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. That's real love. That's my boy right there. That's my fucking co-host, J-Cap, the motherfucking Don. Go drop a follow on his channel, man. He does a lot of fucking, what is that game? Undisputed Boxing. Lit, bro. One of the best at the game. We talking tournaments, be taking niggas' heads off and shit. Plus, myself and J-Calf both co-host the Sportsbook podcast show Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. You already know. Come pull up on us. Come check us out. Come win some fucking money, man. Let me go ahead and give you a shout out, bro. Definitely appreciate you pulling up. For sure, for sure. You already know what it is, man. Y'all definitely go drop my boy J-Calf a follow. Hey, go show up some love, man. Let's get him to... You see 2 away from 250. Let's get him to 300. Okay, man. But we about to get into some football, man. Like I said, man, there's big news from this past week as far as free agency signings with the NFL. OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. done signed a 1-year deal with the Baltimore Ravens, y'all. Now, y'all know what the fuck that might mean. All this shit going on with Lamar Jackson and wanting to leave Baltimore and all this other shit and everything that's going on in Baltimore as far as the whole Lamar Jackson situation. Now let's put the twist in it, because now does Lamar want to go now that he has a big-time receiver like OBJ? Is that enough to keep him there, to start building around him in OBJ, to really build the offense around them, get more pieces in this draft, do some more free agency signings, something? But at the end of the day, Lamar still has to sign that franchise tender. You feel what I'm saying? So that's huge. If Lamar don't sign that franchise tender and he sits out, we ain't getting no OBJ and LJ connection at all. And that's going to suck. I'm going to tell you right now, that's going to suck for Baltimore fans, because if Lamar Jackson don't get on that field and play, signing OBJ was kind of a waste. I mean, who's their backup? Shit. Forgot his name. That's how relevant he is. I mean, he could do the job. He did decent at the end of the season when Lamar was hurt last year. At the end of the season and couldn't finish out the season. But I'm just saying, dog. Like, I'm just saying, bro. I don't think. Hold on. I'm trying to find the exact dollar amount that OBJ signed. That's what I'm trying to find out. All they keep talking about is the damn draft. So, give me 1 second. But yeah, if OBJ comes there and makes an impact with Lamar playing, then the Ravens have hope to turn around their whole franchise and get Lamar Jackson an opportunity to win a playoff game and go to the AFC Championship, possibly, and possibly have a Super Bowl run, this, that, and the third. But it's not going to just be about OBJ and Lamar Jackson. They need a running back. They need an offensive line. They need more pieces on defense to complete that defense, because DeCosta's been a fucking defensive man. He's just, you know what I mean? That's just been that team's identity for the longest. Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs. I mean, we can go back and just pull up names that were great defenders on the Baltimore Ravens. But at the end of the day, if you have a good defense, but you ain't got a good offense, I got you, bro. I appreciate you pulling up, man. Thank you. Let me give you a shout out real quick. But yeah, you got a good defense, but a mediocre offense. Let's keep it real, y'all. Can you really win a championship like that? Can you really win a Super Bowl like that with a great defense and a mediocre offense? I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna keep it real. It's gonna take a lot for that to be a possibility. You dig what I'm saying? It's gonna take a lot for Baltimore to make a playoff push with just Lamar Jackson and OBJ and the defense that they have. They need more pieces on offense for sure. They need another receiver. They need a tight end, and they need more help on the offensive line, and they need a running back. They get a running back. They fill that tight end need, filling those needs on the offensive line. Get a better, stronger offensive line that can actually make a push for their running backs to get yards on the ground, open up play action, get those shots down the field taken when times are necessary or when the shot is there. You feel what I'm saying? They just need an all-around offense. You feel what I'm saying? And right now they don't have that. I'm sorry. They don't have that with just adding OBJ. It's not going to be what you think, what everybody think it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? And again, Lamar Jackson still has to sign that franchise tender and say, hey, yeah, I'm going to play. You feel what I'm saying? Now, like I said, that's huge for the Baltimore Ravens because they're trying to keep Lamar Jackson. But you got to give Lamar Jackson that money. You got to pay Lamar Jackson. He wants to get paid. At the end of the day, he wants to get paid. You don't think he's worth $200 million guaranteed? Everybody else in the league think he is. Maybe not. Maybe right this moment, other franchises aren't coming at him with offers because they know if they offer him some money, it better damn well be enough money to really entice Lamar Jackson to hop on that train and come to that team and it be out of the ballpark that Baltimore is willing to match. So if Baltimore is not willing to match $200 million or more, shit, give Lamar Jackson $210. Give Lamar Jackson $215. Guaranteed. Make Baltimore match that. If they don't, now you got Lamar Jackson. But that puts a wedge in Baltimore's plans of adding OBJ because that's huge right now. Them adding OBJ just changed a lot in that organization. And it's going to be huge on them to bring Lamar Jackson back to that franchise to make that happen. And that's really the main thing. Yeah, see, and that's one of the big stories. Lamar Jackson told OBJ personally that there's no assurance that he'll be the Ravens quarterback this upcoming season. So even with Odell Beckham Jr. just signing a deal for, how much was it? $15 million for 1 year. I'm just saying. He got a good deal. The Ravens got a good deal. You feel what I'm saying? As far as signing him for only $15 million, the Ravens got a hell of a deal. And they got a high caliber quarterback or receiver, in OBJ. You cannot deny that. He's one of the best receivers in the league still. Even through all the injuries, he's still one of the best receivers in the league. You know what I mean? He made one hand catching like the thing. Like every season or every game in every season, somebody's trying to make a spectacular one-handed catch. You feel what I'm saying? And I honestly think that OBJ set a trend when it came to that shit. So that's why I put him in a top bracket of trendsetters at wide receiver, because he set a trend. You know what I mean? Making spectacular catches. So, like I said, the Ravens are adding a key piece to their offense. What's good? What's good, Sick? Welcome in, Sick Mods. What's going on, bro? I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Mad love, my nigga. Let me give you a shout out. And y'all already know, go holla at my boy Sick Mods. Go drop him a follow. Go pull up on his stream and go check him the fuck out. He's a great streamer, man. He has a lot of energy. Keeps everybody, you know what I'm saying, hype in his streams. And it's a good vibe, man. So definitely go check out my boy Sick Mods. Let's get him to 1,000 followers. Get him verified. Get that check mark next to his name. You dig what I'm saying? And like I said, go follow my man J-Calf, the Don. Show him some love as well. And let's help each other grow, man. That's what it's all about. Networking. Helping each other grow. Supporting each other. You feel me? If you guys are interested in joining the Discord, hit that exclamation Discord in the chat. Come join the kingdom. For anybody who is interested in betting, we have a better section in the Discord as well. I will give you the roll when you, oh yeah, the late night. Should have had an early night. That's crazy. I got up at like what? Or I went to sleep at like 10 o'clock last night, bro. Me and wifey woke up at like 4:50, 5 o'clock this morning. It was just up. I just been up, bro. I just been up, chilling. Fucking, going over everything for the show this morning and shit. And just getting everything ready. Oh, the USFL has a fucking app. Download that thing. Just like the fucking XFL. Yes, our spring leagues has apps, y'all. So go download them things. But yeah, man, I definitely went to sleep early. Woke up bad early, and I've been up. So, we big chilling. We talking big football talk today. It's the Gridiron, baby. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, back to this Odell Beckham trade or signing. Like I said, it's going to be huge for Baltimore, but there's no assurance that this $18 million 1 year was going to sit here and make Lamar Jackson be like, oh, we got Odell Beckham Jr. now. Okay, boom, I'm coming back. I'm going to sign the bullshit tender, the franchise tender, and then we'll figure out shit next year. No, he's not at that point right now, and I don't think he will be. I think it's going to take a hell of a lot more, and it's going to take a lot of guaranteed money, period. Do y'all agree? Do y'all agree that it's going to take a lot more than just Odell Beckham Jr. to get Lamar Jackson to stay with the Ravens for either the remainder of his career or the next 2-3 seasons? What do y'all think? That's what I want to know. Sick. You think Baltimore gonna get a chance to keep Lamar, or you think Lamar gonna leave? Or do you think Lamar's gonna sit out this season, not sign the franchise? Like if they don't pay him his money, do you think they'll negate on the franchise tag? Like you think Lamar Jackson will negate on the franchise tag? That's what I want to know. Do you think he'll say the hell with all that shit? You know what I'm saying? And be like, fuck that, I'm out. Because this is big. And why isn't the game on? Wait a minute. What? The XFL game isn't on? And it should be? What is going on? Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. They tripping right now. Why isn't this XFL game on? Babe, check channel 13. You hear me? See if the game on. That shit's super loud. I'm trying to find this damn game, y'all. It's not off. The start time was 9:30 this morning. So I'm trying to figure out. Hold on, let me reset some shit, y'all. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Lamar Jackson gonna stay, or does he need guaranteed money and a couple more assets added to the Baltimore Ravens for him to be like, all right, I'll stay? I believe the game is on ABC. The game should be on ABC, y'all. But it should also be on. Oh, boom. Here we go. It's on ESPN Plus. We got it. Yeah, we got it. Yes, sir. So if y'all are ready. All right. Game just started. Vegas got the ball. And we're driving. Here we go. But yeah. Oh shit, excuse me. Aside from the Odell Beckham Jr. news, I mean that's really been the biggest news all week is Odell Beckham Jr. signing to Baltimore and draft news. So that's really been all the NFL has been talking about this week is the draft. Odell Beckham Jr. signing to the Baltimore Ravens for 1 year, $18 million. The Jets and the Packers still haven't made a trade for Aaron Rodgers. And nice run. So, you know, it's like really all that's been talked about. The draft, Beckham Jr., Lamar Jackson not signing the franchise tender yet, Lamar Jackson not getting any offers from any other teams, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens not coming to any type of agreement yet, anything, none of that shit. So, like, that's all that's been talked about. That's what you got in the NFL this week. Really, all the news that's really popping right now in football is the XFL and the USFL. You feel me? And if you are on Kick, go ahead and check out them XFL emotes, USFL emotes. I got them all. I got the little sports emotes for us as well. I'm adding some more as well, so y'all be ready for that shit. But yeah, we got the game on. Vegas is punting. Fair catch at the 12. And that's where Houston will start, at the 12-yard line, y'all. Let's fucking get it, man. Happy to have all y'all here again. If y'all interested in joining the Discord, hit that exclamation Discord. Come join the Discord. If you're interested in being a bettor, we'll give you the bettors role as well. And then, again, we'll get it popping in Discord, get that shit rocking again. We have a boxing, our first boxing event coming up. Thanks to my boy J-Calf, you feel me? Got our first boxing event coming up in Discord for the Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia fight. We just did the Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira rematch UFC event. The whole pay-per-view, we streamed the early prelims, the prelims, and the main card. So that's how we get down in Discord. We will be bringing back anime nights. We will be starting manga up as well. We're going to be doing a lot. So y'all get ready. Also, big news for all my XFL fans who've been waiting on jerseys. We finally got jerseys in the shop, y'all. We finally got jerseys in the shop. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a little upset because we don't have like player jerseys like with their numbers and their names and shit. We got number 23, which is for the 2023 season, and then number 54, which is the big player 54 motto thing for XFL. The only thing that kills me about the player 54 jerseys is The Rock's name is on the back of that bitch. So if you get the number 54 jersey for any of the teams in the XFL, right now there's only the home jerseys available, and it's either number 23 for the 2023 season or number 54 with D Johnson on the back for Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So that's what we got right now as far as jerseys. There's no home jerseys available yet. It's just away jerseys. It's just the home jerseys that's available. So, and like I said, you're only going to get a choice of number 23 or number 54 with Dwayne Johnson on the back. On the number 23 jersey, though, there's no name. So what I'm going to do is buy me a Vegas Vipers jersey and put my name on the back of that bitch. Fuck they talking about. You feel me? Fuck that. Real shit. So that's how we getting it today. Yes, sir. So now on to XFL news. We got some news from last week. Now last week was a good week. DC clinched the number 1 seed in the North with their win over Seattle. It was only a 1-point win. It was a tough game. It was a hard-fought game by both teams. A couple turnovers is what killed Seattle. Like I said, keep saying it. If Seattle keeps the turnovers down, especially Ben DiNucci, then Seattle will go far. But they can't keep the turnovers down. This is why they be losing games, because of the turnovers. And a lot of it is on Ben DiNucci. I'm sorry. A lot of it is on DiNucci. Throwing interceptions, getting sacked, and fumbling. You know, a lot of these turnovers are on him. And, you know, it sucks, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? But, yeah, week 8 was a good week. We had 2 overtime games. First 2 overtime games since, the 2020 reboot. And we had 2 games in one weekend. The first game was the Vegas Vipers and St. Louis Battlehawks. And that game was a damn good game. I can't even lie. That game was a damn good game. It came down to overtime. Vegas had the lead for majority of the first half. Second half comes. Ooh, nice hit. And it was just a back and forth in the second half. It was back and forth second half. Vegas scored. St. Louis scored. They stalled on drives. It was a really good game on both offense and defense. I got to give them that for both teams. And it was exciting. And then we go into overtime. And Vegas missed on their first 2 attempts. And St. Louis closed it out. You know, so that's how the game ended, with St. Louis winning by 2. Well, like I said, it went into overtime. It was exciting. We got to see the new overtime rules for the first time, the shootout. And it was dope, man. It was very, very dope. I really enjoyed it. And it was a good game. Now, Arlington and Orlando was a good game as well. Now, Orlando's at home, coming off a huge upset upset against DC in Week 7 and handing DC their first loss of the season. And it was just a rough game, I should say, if I should say, for the Orlando Gardens and Quentin Dormady. I mean, DC just came out striking on defense. I mean, going crazy all quarter long in the first quarter, making it hard for Orlando to really score. Orlando put up a fight, don't get me wrong, but turnovers after turnovers after turnovers. It was just turnovers. That's all I can say. That's why I keep saying turnovers, because it was like 6-7 turnovers that Orlando committed throughout the game and lost all of them. It was bad. Oh, he caught that. Wow, that was a beautiful catch. Man, if you're watching this game right now, that was a beautiful catch right there. But, yeah, it was just a tough game for Quentin Dormady, man. He had a lot of turnovers. The defense was just getting after him. Sacks, turnovers with the interceptions, bad throws. Just the plays just got broken down out of, just miscommunication between the offense, breakups by the defense. I mean, the defense was just going crazy. DC was on point last week, and they just took it to Orlando. Or, excuse me, not DC, Arlington. Arlington was on point last week, and they just took it to Orlando. Their defense just got after them, and it was just a tough game for Orlando to really do anything like they did against DC. It was way different. Like I said, the turnovers that Arlington caused, excuse me, I've been saying DC this whole time. The turnovers that Arlington caused was just outrageous. Like I said, there was about 6 or 7 turnovers that cost Orlando the game, and Arlington just came out blazing. They just came out blazing, and they did a good job last week too. Oh, interception. Keon Kennedy with a nice interception for Vegas. Let's go, my Vipers. I'm telling you, we're gonna stay next year. We're gonna bite next year. We're gonna be in the playoffs next year. Watch what I tell you. It was a bad year this year. It's all right, but we will be back next year. I promise you that. But I'm really excited, man, for the XFL, man. This has been a good season so far. Another game that was really good last week that a lot of people didn't think was going to be good was that Texas showdown between Houston and San Antonio. Man, the crowd was buzzing, and Houston came and they performed. San Antonio put up a fight, though. It was a back-and-forth game. There was field goals. There was a lot of field goals, a lot of field goal attempts, some missed field goals on both sides. But there was offense on both sides. There was defense on both sides. And it was just an all-around good game. And that game went into overtime. That was the second game of the weekend that went in overtime, the Houston and San Antonio game. And San Antonio just could not close it out. They could not close it out, and Houston came away with the win. And like I said, it was another one of those games where it was kind of back and forth on the drives. Like if one team stalled on the drive, the next team was stalled. The opposing team was stalled on their drive. And if they scored, and the next team would score. It was just really back and forth. It was like a mirrored game somewhat, to where it seemed like each offense was stalling or scoring around the same time, and each defense was just playing lights out at one point and then getting, ran over at another. So it was a back and forth game. It was exciting. And just with the new rules in the XFL, man, it makes every game exciting. It makes every game of you never know what can happen. Where were you when this happened type of moment, and that's another thing I love about the XFL. And that's one thing we're going to get into the USFL as well, but that's one thing I like about what they're doing with the USFL and the rules as well. Like the new rule changes between both leagues are so dope. You know what I'm saying? And I really, really think that it puts more excitement into the game of football with these different rule changes. Now, don't get me wrong, in the USFL, they do still kick the point after try or after the touchdown. You still can kick the point for one, or you can do a 2-point conversion or the 3-point conversion as well. So again, like, just the different rule changes that they have is awesome. The USFL has some new rule changes too. We'll go over that as well later on in the show. But again, that San Antonio and Houston game was a barn burner, as they call it. It was really, really good, man. I had a lot of fun watching it. It was exciting. I had fun watching the whole XFL weekend last weekend. I honestly could say that. They did amazing jobs in the games, man. Like, there was so much excitement in all 4 games. And like I said, that's just one thing I love about the XFL. It's exciting. You know, every game is exciting. So that's one thing that I can say when it comes to encouraging other people to watch the XFL who aren't familiar with it. It's exciting football. It's exciting spring league football. And I encourage everybody to watch it if you haven't. There's a game on right now, week 9. We're 2 weeks away from the playoffs, y'all. We got this week and next week, and it's playoff time. So these last 2 games matter for the top 3 seeds, or the top 3 teams in the North and the top 3 teams in the South. Well, Arlington might have sealed their fate for the 2nd spot in the South, and Houston, of course, is looking like they're going to win the win the first place in the South. So we're looking at Houston and Arlington in the South Division in the playoffs, or for the divisional championship, and either DC, Seattle, or St. Louis playing in the North divisional championship game. So, and the reason why I say Seattle or St. Louis is because those 2 have the same record right now, I believe, if I'm correct. Because the next game we're going to talk about is the Seattle and DC game. And right now, all right, so look, this is the standings. We'll just do it like this. DC 7-1, leading the North. St. Louis is 2nd in the North with a 6-2 record. Then you got Seattle at 5-3. Now, if St. Louis loses today and Seattle wins, not today, because I don't believe they play today. If St. Louis and Seattle split now, oh yeah, they do. They play tomorrow. So tomorrow's game between St. Louis and Seattle is huge. Not even gonna lie. If Seattle loses, they're out of the playoffs. More than likely. You know what I mean? Because, well, yeah, they're out of the playoffs because there's only 2 games left. So they would have to win win tomorrow and win next week against Vegas. So that's the only way that Seattle's going to make the playoffs. They would have to beat St. Louis today, win next week, and hope that next week St. Louis loses. So that's what we're looking at for the North Division. DC's in. They're number 1. That's not changing. It's between Seattle and St. Louis for that number 2 spot. And they're going to need, like I said, Seattle's going to need a win tomorrow and a loss from St. Louis next week, as well as a win next week, to make that 2nd spot and make it to the divisional championship game. So we're only a couple weeks away from the championship game as well. I believe that's May 9th. So, and that's going to be held in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome, home of the Brahmas. So y'all get ready for that. But last week in the DC-Seattle game, like I said, it was just turnovers. It was neck and neck. It looked like Seattle was going to pull away and win the game, and then turnovers. They let DC get back into the game because they had DC. They were going to hand DC their 2nd straight loss from what it was looking like, and turnovers. Ben DiNucci with interceptions, which, of course, he leads the league in interceptions. But Seattle also has the highest ranking offense, especially passing offense. So, you know, it's going to be really interesting on how the season ends, because like I said, in this DC game, DC was determined not to get their 2nd loss in a row, but Seattle had an opportunity to make it happen. Again, it was just the turnovers. Ben DiNucci just has to clean it up. If he expects Seattle to go to the divisional championship and even make it to the XFL championship, which I hate that they're calling it the XFL championship and not the X Bowl, but whatever. Like, them turnovers have to come down, or he has to commit no turnovers whatsoever. Like, he has to play flawless for these last 2 games in the season, and that defense has to be on point. That defense has to be on point if they expect to see DC again and try and get a win over DC. But they couldn't get the job done last week. They lost 37-36, I believe it was, or 35-34, excuse me. And that's 2 games in a row for DC that it was just 1-point games. You know, they lost by 1 point, won by 1 point. So DC needs to get it together as well, or they'll be looking at going into the playoffs and getting beat and not making it to the championship game, being that they're the best team in the league right now. So we need to, they need to figure it out and see what they need to fix as well. But like I said, it's a 3-way race in the North. There's still opportunity for Seattle to make it, even with a 5-3 record. And like I said, they went on a 5-game win streak, and Seattle was clicking on all cylinders, and they ran into DC, so they need to get it together, bring the turnovers down, and really get their team clicking. Protected. What's going on, brother? Welcome in. Good morning, man. Or good afternoon now. How we doing, bro? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day, man. Hope you're doing well. Yes, sir. It's going down, man. XFL week 9. Yes, sir. Look, for this week, now we're going to jump into the games for this week. Like I said, Vegas and Houston are playing right now. We just lost the offensive lineman. He's going back to the locker room right now. Carted off the field. We're driving, though. It's the first quarter, 2 minutes left. And like I said, Vegas is up, or Vegas is in the red zone driving after an interception by Keelan. I forgot his last name. But he just got an interception against Brandon Silvers. Jalen McClendon is driving our offense down to the 6-yard line. We looking like we're about to score, baby. I'm doing good, protected, man. I'm chilling. We got a good show today, man. The USFL starts today. It's going the fuck down, baby. The USFL starts today, baby. Let's fucking go. Now, if you were interested in betting on the XFL today or any of the USFL games, we'll get into that. You can't bet on the Vegas and Houston game now because the game has already started and we're already into the first quarter. I mean, you might have some in-game live prop bets you could do, but ooh, nice. Nice, love it. But as far as the money line and stuff like that for, the game itself, that's out the way or out the water for you, so that's a no. But I can tell you this. For the XFL games today, we have San Antonio's favored -2. That's actually interesting. Touchdown. Sean Price. Let's go. Vegas scores. Vegas strikes first. Again, this game is on ABC and ESPN Plus, you guys. But San Antonio's taking on Orlando today. They're favored by 2, and the over/under is 38.5. So if you're interested in taking that over/under, I would take the over in this game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game because you got 2 kind of bad defenses, and Orlando's got the worst defense in the league, so you already know they're going to get scored on. But San Antonio's offense isn't the best, so I still think it's going to be a high-scoring game. But if you feel more comfortable with taking the under, take the under. We got it. You threw a dumbass pass, bro. But yeah, I would take San Antonio money line or you could take them to cover by 2. They got to at least win by 2. And if you feel more comfortable with taking the risk, you want the higher odds, take Orlando to cover, just to be on the safe side. Or make 2 different tickets. Make a ticket with the Brahmas to win or the Brahmas to cover the spread by 2. And then on a separate ticket, take Orlando to cover the spread or Orlando money line. Because you never know, Orlando could beat them. Like I said, Quentin Dormady has been a revival for the Orlando offense as well as that defense. So let's fucking go, man. That's all I can say. Let's fucking go. We'll see what happens. Now, the next game we got, which will be tomorrow. Now, that Orlando game at San Antonio is at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern tonight on ESPN2. And then tomorrow, we got the Renegades, who are 4-4, taking on the Defenders, who are 7-1. And DC is favored by 8.5. Sheesh. DC's favored by 8.5 in this game, which I don't blame the sports book. I don't blame Vegas for making that number. 8.5, definitely possible for DC to do. They have the most high-powered offense. One of the most high-powered offense, I should say, in the league. They have a 2-headed monster at running back or at quarterback. Both quarterbacks are mobile. Both quarterbacks can throw. Then you got Abram Smith, the number 1 draft pick in the XFL draft, as well as the number 1 running back in the XFL right now. So they have a huge running threat. They got receivers. Hey, Miss Yams, welcome in. I didn't even see you. My bad. I'm sorry. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you and my boy Polo doing? Welcome in, y'all. Y'all go check out my girl, Miss Yams. It's my homegirl right there, man. She does it big on Twitch. She gets it popping, y'all. Y'all go follow her on Twitch. I believe you have a Kick page as well. Go follow her on Kick as well. And let's get it popping, y'all. She'll be having that Yams After Dark on, I believe, on Fridays. It'd be so dope. We have so much fun. She'll be getting turned up. Word. Congratulations. Y'all finally moved into the new crib. That's what's up. Let's go. Boss mode. Boss mode. Yes, sir. We got my boy Sick Mons in the building, Protected in the building, J-Calf in this boy. We getting it popping. Miss Yams in this motherfucker, boy. It's football Saturday, y'all. And like I said, man, again, the USFL starts today. It starts today, y'all. So y'all get ready on Fox. And again, the USFL has an app. Just like the XFL has an app, the USFL has an app now too. So download that app. Y'all can keep up with all the news, stats, team information, all that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we're about to get into some USFL news here in a second. But we're still going. I want to go over these numbers for you guys for this game. Again, DC's favored by 8.5, and the over/under is 42. So, in my opinion, DC one of the best teams in the league, one of the best offenses, one of the best defenses. Take them either money line, take the over, or not the over, excuse me, or the spread. Take them 8.5. I believe they can win by 8.5 or more, especially with the setup of the 1-point conversion, 2-point conversion, and 3-point conversion, and no kick after point. So, I would take DC for sure against Arlington. Arlington has been struggling all season. They're 4-4. They're still trying to figure out who's their quarterback. They're still trying to figure out a lot of things over there. So, I definitely would give DC the huge edge. I agree with Vegas all the way. You take them 8.5 or more, or if you want to alt it, you can do the alt. It'll give you 7.5 or 9.5, or I believe it'll give you a full 7 or 9. So I would take the alt or take them straight 8.5, or take them money line. The over under is 42. I don't know if it'll hit 42 unless DC just goes the hell off and Arlington scores as well. So I would kind of stay away from the over under on that one. I would go for more of a DC straight up money line or DC to cover the 8.5 spread. All right. And I think that's going to be a huge game as well. I think DC's going to come away with that win. And then the game of the week, St. Louis hosting Seattle. We going back to the Battle Dome, you know what I'm saying, where this season St. Louis has sold out so many, well, damn near every game at home. Right now, I say they're the most excited market to have a football team back, especially in the XFL or just period. You know what I'm saying? And it's still a professional football team. I don't care how anybody wants to look at it. Just because it's a spring league, it's still pro football. It's not even semi-pro football. It is pro football. Just want everybody to know that. It's just spring football. Yeah, it's not the NFL, but it's football. It's professional fucking football. It's not semi-professional like the IFL and indoor leagues and shit like that. Excuse me. So, buckle up. Because we three weeks away from the XFL championship game. And like I said, it's going down. And this game, St. Louis versus Seattle, is huge. Because St. Louis, right now, they're 6-2. They're second in the North. Looking to get that second place spot for the fucking championship. Or for the divisional championship for the playoffs. And they're looking to get revenge against DC and make it to the championship game. But they have to get past Seattle. And like I said, if Seattle can keep the turnovers down today and they can edge out St. Louis in St. Louis, that's going to be huge for them. Because next week they go home, they host us, the Vegas Vipers, and they're looking to win out the season and end the season 7-3. If they do that and St. Louis loses these last two games, hey, y'all, welcome in. Oh, follow me. Chat for Gamers. Welcome in, man. Nice to meet you. I'm Jersey the King. I'm a variety podcaster and streamer. You have just pulled up on the Gridiron podcast show. It's an all sports football talk show. And my boy, Wes. Hey, with the gifted. Let's go. Oh no, my bad with the resub. Wes. Hey, my boy Wes be playing. What's going on, bro? Welcome into the show. He fumbled. Wow, Vegas got the ball. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Welcome in, Wes. What's good, bro? How you feeling today, man? It's been a minute. I know you be working a lot and shit. You barely get to stream and all that, but welcome in. You've pulled up on the Gridiron, man. We talk number football, XFL, NFL, USFL, UFL, NCAA, anything football, bro. Anything football. That's what this show is about. So welcome in again, my boy Wes with the resub on my Twitch channel. Appreciate the love, my boy. Get a shout out for my boy Wes be playing. Wes, you need to bring your ass over here to kick too. Oh yeah, you already know. Wes got the girls playing softball. You know what I'm saying? Got his kids in the softball and shit, man. He's been doing a lot, man. So most definitely, man, big ups to you. Appreciate the love for sure. You already know. My guy, Wes be playing. Happy that you pulled up, though, bro. You already know. It's all love. Thank you for showing that love, man. That's my dog. That's the first person to ever really show me love when I started streaming. Like, I started streaming on YouTube 2 years ago. August 9th, 2021, y'all. And Wes was the first person to pull up to my channel on YouTube and really vibe with me. And he was the first person to ever donate to my stream. Real one, bro. He's a real one. He's been rocking with me ever since. We're going on 3 years of knowing each other. It's my dog right there. So go show Wes B playing as WES_BE_PLAYIN on Twitch, man. And we're going to get you over here to kick, dog. Don't even trip. But yeah, go holler at my boy Wes. Go drop him a follow. I'm still trying to get him to affiliate on Twitch. So y'all go drop him a follow, man. It's West B playing. West_B_playing. My dog. Look, and he just what? Hey. And he just got the what? With the gifted. Let's go. Hey. Big dub. West be, yo, West, that's my guy. Yes. West, that's my guy. Look at him. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. West is a real one, man. So y'all definitely go show my boy West be playing some love, man. He, a real one right there, boy. Telling you. Not to fucking be played with, but he be playing. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Big love, bro. Big fucking love, man. You already know what it is, my dude. But yeah, man, Seattle and St. Louis is a huge game in the XFL today, man. Seattle and St. Louis is a huge game. Y'all like my new chains? My wife just bought me. We got the football and the helmet. Let's go. You already know. I appreciate the love, man. I know you ain't been avoided, man. I already know, Wes. I already know how you get down. You've been handling business. You've been being a father. You doing you. You being a man. So continue doing you, bro. I salute you. You feel me? It's always love. Anytime I see you, I'm going to shout you out, show you mad love, and go fucking nuts. So you already know. You do what you got to do as a father and as a man, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll always be here. You know what I mean? And every time you pull up, guess who's going to show you mad love? Jersey. Guess who ain't never going to be mad? Jersey. Why? Because you my dog. You my brother. You feel me? Let's fucking go. Yeah. Yeah, West be fucking playing. But do your thing, man. I appreciate you pulling up. I know you got to go to work. Handle your business, dog. I love you, big dog. Thank you again for the gifted. Thank you again for the resub. You have a great day at work, man. And you already know what it is, man. Holla at us in Discord if you get a chance too, bro. But yes, sir. Like I said, man, this game is huge because it has big implications on the playoffs for the division in the North. Like I said, if St. Louis loses today and then loses next week, they're out. Seattle wins today and wins next week, they're in. Seattle wins today but loses next week, might be a toss-up depending on if St. Louis, like I said, or not today, tomorrow, wins tomorrow against Seattle but loses next week. It's going to be a toss-up. So then we're going to go down to a tiebreaker, and we're going to go down to all these other, stats and statistics and everything to determine which team will rep that second place for the North Division. So it's going to be a big game today. They got who's favored? They got St. Louis favored by 2. Now, on this, let's go. Geronimo Allison, first now. Let's go. Jalen McClennan. Boy, if we had him all season, we'd be in the playoffs. Oh, God. If we had Jalen McClennan all season, boy, I promise you, we would have been #1 team in the league right now. Because, boy, we got the best team. We do. Look, the over-under is 40. 46, actually. The over-under is 46 on this game here for St. Louis and Seattle tomorrow. It's primetime football, Sunday night football. So it's going to be on ESPN. Yeah, on ESPN. And actually, it's going to be at noon. So we got an actual early game. Sunday morning, we got Renegades and Defenders, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So 12 noon on the East Coast. And then we got the Seattle Sea Dragons taking on the St. Louis Battlehawks at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And like I said, the reason why is because the USFL has started. Well, is starting today. So, here's the app. I told y'all there's a USFL app. Here's the app, y'all. It's a whole app. You feel me? Week 1 today. All right, so now there's a lot to talk about with the XF or the USFL. So, like I said, we got the XFL starting, or the XFL Week 10 coming up next week, but we got a game on right now. Vegas is driving, looking to score. Y'all hear it. It's going down. Right now, it's on ABC. Y'all go check that game out. It's on right now. We went over all the numbers, but I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's get to these top stories and headlines for the USFL, baby. Let's go. I'm telling you, it's going down. I keep going to the wrong one. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go. It's going the fuck down, y'all. All right. Listen. There's new rules. That's a delay again. It's new rules. And I actually kind of like it. So, one of the new rules, they got... All right, now, you know how the XFL introduced the 4th and 25? We've been talking about the 4th and 25 all season long. Instead of the, like if you're down in the fourth quarter and instead of kicking a onside kick, you can go for 4th and 25 in the XFL. In the USFL, you can actually go for 4th and 12, and instead of it being from your 25 like it is in the XFL, it'll be from, let me make sure I'm saying it right. It will be from the, hold on, the 33-yard line. So they're moving it up. It's going to be at the 33-yard line, and it's going to be 4th and 12 instead of 4th and 25. Now, another big change is the kicking. Like, they have the overtime shootouts now too. 2 forward passes like the XFL. The extra points are different because they're adding the 3-point extra point. And they have a new a third QB rule. Listen to this shit. We'll get into it here in a second. Now, the kickoffs, they're going to be moving them back. Now, I believe the USFL still continues to kick the ball off like regular, like normal, like they do in the NFL. Touchdown. CQ Sweeting. Let's go. So, they're moving their kickoffs back. The kickoffs will start from the 20-yard line, 5 yards back further. The kicking team members must line up within 1 yard behind the 20 and must be stationary when the ball is kicked. Receiving teams must have at least 8 and no more than 9 players lined up in a setup zone between their 30 and 40-yard lines. Then you got this extra: if kickoffs that go out of bounds will be placed 30 yards from the spot of the kick. Normally, the receiving team will take possession at the 50-yard line. Now it's 30-yard lines or 30 yards from the spot of the kick. Come on. That was bull. So that's their kickoff change. That's going to be interesting to see. Now on the punts, the gunners may not line up outside the numbers when the ball is snapped, and they cannot double team blocked. And they cannot be double team blocked until the ball is kicked. This is going to reduce player penalties and injuries and try to improve the game flow. Now the fumbles, they have this fumble rule now too in the USFL. A ball fumbled forward from the field of play into the end zone and out of bounds will no longer be a touchback, but will be returned to the spot of the fumble with the fumbling team retaining possession. So if the ball is at the 1 yard line and they fumble the ball at, let's just say they fumble the ball at the 1 yard line and it goes out of bounds behind the, in the end zone, instead of it being a touchback and the other team getting the ball, it's going to be a spot from where the fumble occurred. So let me take that back. Say you got the ball at the 5, you fumble it at the 1. You'll get the ball back at the 1. That's basically how that works. So this will be they're doing this rule change to remove the inconsistency in the sport. Other forward fumbles that go out of bounds are placed back at the spot of the fumble, with the fumbling team retaining possession, and it increases fairness. So that's why they're making that change. Now, you also have this new rule for emergency quarterbacks. Now, this is interesting to me because I'm like, emergency quarterbacks, what the fuck is that? Basically, most active rosters in spring ball have 2 active quarterbacks. So the third is more than likely inactive at all times. So what they changed in the USFL is each team will be allowed to carry an inactive third quarterback to be used on an emergency basis. This is to ensure fairness. Hold on. This is the important part. If the player is activated and enters the game anytime in the first 3 quarters, the first 2 quarterbacks cannot re-enter the game. If the QB enters the 4th quarter, or if he enters in the 4th quarter, the original 2 quarterbacks may re-enter the game. So let's say a quarterback get hurt and he got to sit out for like a whole quarter. And the second string come back and he get injured and he got to sit out a whole quarter. If that third string quarterback comes in within the first 3 quarters, the first 2 quarterbacks can't come back in the game at all. But if that third string quarterback comes in in the 4th quarter, then those first 2 quarterbacks can come back in the game at any time, which is cool. That's actually pretty dope. So giving them that emergency quarterback that's actually pretty dope. That's new. Yes, sir. Big love. That's what I'm talking about, mods. We out here, baby. Word up. So look, that actually makes it interesting, and like I said, it gives a third string quarterback some time to shine too, if need be. You know what I mean? If first 2 quarterbacks go down, or if one of them's inactive, whatever the case. Hey, Hoops, welcome in. What it do, man? What's going on? How we feeling today? Get you a shout out. Y'all go drop Hoops some love. Let's get Hoops up there, man. Let's get Hoops a motherfucking affiliate badge on that name, man. Let's go. Welcome in, bro. Big love. How you feeling today? We just talking about some football. This is what we do here on the Gridiron Podcast Show. You feel what I'm saying? We just talk football. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else. But we talking about the USFL starting today. The first game is today of the second season, because they rebooted the USFL last year. Are you playing some 2K? Word up. I'm actually waiting for my WWE 2K23 to download so I can start my fucking league on the PS5. So if there's any PS5 players who has WWE 2K23 and you're interested in joining my league, hit me up on Discord, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Twitter, and we'll get it fucking popping, man. But I was just playing 2K yesterday or the other day. Finally, bro, it took me forever to finally go through my first season. I'm still in my first season, but I finally got to the college games. I'm like in my 3rd college games and shit, and the college flashbacks in the storyline in my first year. That's where I'm at. I'm like in my 3rd college game. That's how much I don't play 2K, because I hate 2K, man. I'll be getting mad. I'll be raging. Plus, 2K ain't been like it should. They be fucking up on 2K. But I honestly think that it's gonna be a good year this year for the XFL or for the USFL, man, because it's their second season. And like I said, if you guys go check out my video on YouTube, it's part of my video series that I started called USFL Now, or no, excuse me, USFL Fresh Start. And I did a video about them possibly expanding next year in 2024. It's some dope ass information to take in, man. They went and started doing trademarks, or started requesting the trademarks for some of the old 80s USFL teams to bring back to the league. Now, I'm not sure if they're doing that to bring back these teams or doing it for merchandise purposes, but in my personal opinion, I don't believe that they're going to put in trademark requests to bring back these logos just for merchandise purposes. What would be the point? You know what I mean? As far as bringing back new teams, they could do it. Or bringing back these teams, they could do it. And the reason why is because they've already had one successful season in a comeback. Now they have an opportunity for a third successful season, or a second successful season in a row, and they can, if this season succeeds again, then they can possibly move forward next season with adding 2 teams or adding 4 teams and expanding their divisions, or if they add 4 teams, adding a third division. Or they would have to start off with 2, personally to me, see how that would work. Or add 4 teams and put 2 teams in each division. GV Addis. There go my brother from another. GV, y'all go drop him a follow. Y'all see he over there sitting at 129 followers, man. Let's go get him that verified check mark, man. You already know that's my brother from another. Y'all will be seeing me and GV soon on a new podcast show as well, talking about nothing but video games, new games coming out, video game news, all that shit. We'll be streaming the video game awards, you know, we'll doing watch parties and things to that nature for the video game awards and things like that. So y'all get ready for that. Me and GV Addis will be doing that here in the next month or 2. We'll be getting that started, so y'all get ready for that. Y'all see I got a lot of podcast shows popping in. Swizzle Sticks. No, this is actually my football podcast show where we just talk about the NFL, the XFL, USFL. The UFL is coming back. The United Football League, they're coming back this season. J Calf, he's in here. But this is this ain't the sports betting podcast show, bro. This is my football podcast show. We do the sports betting podcast show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now, instead of Monday through Friday. But J-Calf should be in here still. But how you doing today, Swizzle? What's good with you? We just chilling, talking some football. But yeah, man, like I said, that show's gonna be coming soon in the next few months. You said you need them parlays. All right, I got you. After I get off the show today, I'll holler at J-Calf and see what's good. Are you part of the Discord? If you're not part of the Discord, hit that exclamation Discord and come join the Discord, and I'll give you the bettors roll. And then you'll be able to see everything. Okay, what's your Discord name, bro? Let's see what you talking about. Gadzooks, I see you leveling up over there on Twitch. Let's see. Yeah, what's your name on what's your name on Discord, bro? You said you're in our Discord already? I got you, GV. Hey, Sick Mods is in here. Mods, I'm gonna give you that new that roll too. Just give me 1 second, bro. I'm about to give you the betters roll right now, mods. Let me add you. What the hell? Okay, hold on. I forgot how to do this shit, man, on my phone. Hold on, y'all. Boom. Got you right now. I'm about to give you the roll right now. My bad, y'all. Gotta find your name first. You know what? Hold on. We're just gonna make this fucking easier. We're just gonna make it easier, y'all. But look, my Vegas Vipers is kicking Houston's ass right now, man. And Houston's 5-3. If they lose today, they'll be 5-4. And then Arlington wins today. If they happen or win tomorrow against DC, they'll be 5-4. So we got an interesting game going on today. We got some interesting things going on in the South Division too. That's crazy. Yeah, my boy Wes. Yeah, my boy Wes back, man. And it's somebody's birthday today in Discord. Hold on, y'all. It's somebody's birthday today in Discord. Let's fucking go. Whose birthday is it? Oh, okay. Got you, mods. Let me go ahead and pin that thing so people know. My boy Mod's birthday is May 20th. Got you, bro. Yes, sir. I got to get you the roll right now. About to get you the roll right now, Mods. Don't even trip, brother. But we getting it in today, y'all. We're going to get back into these, going over these rules that the XF or the USFL changed up for their spring league this season. And like I said, right now, the XFL game is on, and today the new USFL season starts. So y'all gotta get ready, man. Like, get ready. Alright, we got sick mods in there. Alright, bet. Alright, mods, you got the betters roll. Swizzle, what's your oh, we lost the ball. And Houston just scored a touchdown. Wow. Fucking fumble. Wow, bro. Wow. Alright. Mod, you got the betters roll now. Swizzle, what's your Discord name? So I can give you that roll. If you don't already have it. Just want to make sure. He whacked his hand from behind. He came up from behind him and popped the ball out of his hand. It's cool, though. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool, y'all. We in here. We getting it popping, though, today, man. Back to these rules. Now, y'all know about the whole command center and the XFL thing with Dean Blandino, dumbass. Because he be fucking up. I ain't going to lie. He need to be fired. You need to get somebody new in there, like a real official who used to be, like, you know what I mean, like a real formal official, you know what I'm saying, who can really make these fucking calls correctly. That's what they need, you know what I'm saying? Dean Blandino's ass. He's fucking garbage with that shit, bro. That shit irks my nerves. Like, he's so ass with that shit, bro. He be making horrible calls and shit. He's so ass, bro. Shit's terrible, dog. But now the USFL will be bringing in a instant replay command center. And it's going to be in LA. And they're going to make all the replay decisions. The command center will be in contact with the referee to aid the official in penalty enforcement and timing The command center can review reviewable plays without a coach having to challenge it, without a coach having to challenge if the ruling is deemed to be obviously incorrect. The command center will review all scores and potential scores when determining a catch or incomplete pass. The command center will review control and 2 feet. The element of time is left in the hands of the on-field officials. Also, each coach will be allowed 1 replay challenge, like the XFL does now, and the USFL command center can also overrule incorrect personal foul calls, including roughing the passer, hits on defensive players, face masks, horse collars, and more. The command center may change a 15-yard pass interference foul to a spot foul. Now that's big, because pass interference fouls usually happen, they usually happen at the 15 yards from the line of scrimmage if it's like an incomplete pass or whatever the case. Now they can change it to a spot foul if it's determined to be flagrant when it occurs 15 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. So that's huge, man. That's huge. I ain't even gonna lie. Now they also did the clock thing too. They also changed up their clock rules and how their clock things work. Now, the clock will start after incomplete passes in the entire first and third quarters and outside 5 minutes of the second and fourth quarters. When a runner goes out of bounds, the clock will start on the ready for play except inside 2 minutes of the second and fourth quarters. That's huge. That's just like the XFL. But the whole 5-minute thing, that's the difference. Now, the clock will remain stopped after a penalty inside 2 minutes of the second and fourth quarters. The clock will stop after a first down inside 2 minutes in the second and fourth quarters. The halftime length is going to be 10 minutes, and the play clock is going to be set for 35 seconds. So that's your timing rules. So they're changing up their rules similar to the XFL because they see the success that the XFL is having with it. Plus, they brought in the third down conversion last season, and the XFL seen success with it, so they utilized the third down conversion. But instead of having the 1-point kick, they took that out. You know what I mean? So those are the differences in the rules, because the XFL got some of their rule changes from the USFL, like the third down or the 3-point conversion, excuse me, and things like that. So, or in the 2 forward pass, the double forward pass, that's also from the USFL from last season. Now they're changing up their onside kick versus scrimmage play. They started this last year. As in 2022, teams will have 2 options to keep possession of the ball after scoring. That's what it was. The XFL got that from the USFL, the 4th and 25 and onside kick. Now, the first option will be a traditional onside kick attempt from the 20-yard line. The second will be running a 4th and 12 play from their own 33-yard line. If the team makes a first down, it retains possession. If it fails to make a first down, the opposing team takes over at the dead spot ball, or the dead ball spot. So that's how that's changing. Now in OT, overtime remains a best of 3 play shootout. The winner of a coin toss may choose to go on offense or defense first, and the USFL command center will determine which side of the field will be used. Each team's offense will alternate possessions against the opposing defense from the 2-yard line. Each successful scoring attempt will receive 2 points. The team with the most points after 3 possessions wins. If the score is tied at the end of the 3 possessions for each team, overtime advances to sudden death. Each team will get 1 possession and will continue there until there is a winner. So they're going to continue to just have a shootout after the 3 possessions. If it's tied after the initial 3 possession shootouts, then they're going to go into a sudden death shootout where you get 1 possession, and if you score, you just keep scoring and keep scoring and keep scoring until the game's over type shit, or until one team doesn't score. After scoring a touchdown, here's the extra points rule. After scoring a touchdown, teams will have 3 options to attempt extra points. You get the 1 point for a successful kick between the upright snap from the 15-yard line. 2-point conversions are plays from the 2-yard line, and then 3-point conversions are played from the 10-yard line. If the defense scores on an attempt attempted try, it will be a 2-point score regardless of the attempt try. So if it's a 3-point conversion and the defense scores, it's still going to be just 2 points. If it's a block kick, if it's a block field goal though, and the defense scores, then it's, hey, that's an extra point you're going to get back. You know what I mean? And then of course the 2-point conversion, you get your 2 points. Now, they started the 2 forward pass as well last season. And the offense can throw 2 forward passes from beyond the line of scrimmage, from behind the line of scrimmage. Ineligible receivers rules do apply to the 2nd forward pass. So that's a big, huge thing too, man. It's more exciting than having a backwards lateral, that shit. You know what I mean? It makes the game more exciting, man. You get to do more trick plays and just get to have more fun with the game of football. Now, there have some penalty changes as well. The penalty for defensive pass interference will mirror the NCAA rule with exceptions. First, a defender initially tackling a receiver beyond 15 yards will become a spot foul determined by the command center. Also, the penalty will be a spot foul if it occurs 15 yards or fewer from the line of scrimmage, or a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage if the spot of the foul is beyond 15 yards. Offensive pass interference. If a pass does not cross the line of scrimmage, there can be no pass interference or ineligible players downfield penalties. That's interesting. And there's all your new rule changes for the USFL. And like I said, a lot of it mirrors the it really mirrors the XFL, or like I said, they mirror each other, because the 2 forward pass, the 3-point conversion being added, and I forgot what it was, or the onside kick in 4th and 12, was added by the USFL, and they both mirror each other with using it. And this is why the NFL is going to start really paying attention to it, to see how it works, because if it does work well and it makes the game more exciting, then they more than likely may start adding some of these rule changes as well, as far as like the conversion tries, the kickoff, because I love the way the XFL's kickoff is, with the teams being 5 yards apart and no team can move until the kick returner catches the ball and starts running. So I love it, you know what I mean? And they need to implement it into the NFL, I believe. Now, today, we get the start of the season at 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern. The Philadelphia Stars takes on the newly added Memphis Showboats. The newly added Memphis Showboats are taking over for the Tampa Bay Bandits, who are no longer in the USFL for right now. They're on a hiatus, I guess. But excuse me, Memphis will be taking on Philadelphia today in the first game of the new 2023 season. And the next game will be my New Jersey Generals hosting the defending USFL champions from last year, the Birmingham Stallions. And they will be at Protective Stadium in Birmingham. Now that Memphis game will be held in Memphis, which is actually a new hub for the USFL this season. They added 3 new hubs. Last year they only played at the Birmingham Stadium at Protective, and every team played their home games in that stadium. So if you were a fucking New Jersey Generals fan or a Pittsburgh fan or any other team that was not in Birmingham, you had to literally travel to Birmingham to see the games if you wanted to go and, represent the team and root for the team in person. Now they added 3 new fields to play from, to where 2 teams can host each field. Now I'm hoping that they add more fields eventually, more hubs, but as of right now, you have Ford Field in Detroit, you have Protective Stadium in Birmingham, you have the Canton Hall of Fame Village Field in Canton, Ohio, where they play the Hall of Fame game in the NFL, and then you have the Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis. Now, I want to double check just to see exactly who's going to be playing, who's going to be hosting, those two games, or which two teams will be sharing each home field. And I believe they should have it. Give me 1 second, y'all. But in the meantime, again, you got Philadelphia taking on Memphis today. New Jersey taking on Birmingham today. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, you have on Peacock and NBC, you have Houston hosting Michigan. And you have on FS1 at 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern p.m., you have Pittsburgh going to New Orleans and taking on New Orleans. Now, here we go. New Orleans and Birmingham will host their home games at Protective. Houston and Memphis will share the Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis. The Stars, I believe, and let's double check. The Stars and the Stars in Pittsburgh will host their games at the Hall of Fame. And then Michigan and Philadelphia. I don't understand. I'm not understanding. I believe Michigan and Philadelphia will share Ford Field. There you go. And then Pittsburgh and New Jersey will share the Canton Field. Then Alabama and New Orleans will share the Protective Stadium in Alabama, and Birmingham, and Memphis and Houston will share the Memphis Field. So that's how they're going to do that until they add more hubs. And I think they will more than likely add more hubs next season, especially if this season is successful. And again, next season they do decide to try and add new teams, which are old teams. So again, go check out that video on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, go subscribe to me on YouTube, so when I start putting out more content about the XFL and the USFL and all the expansions and everything that's going to be happening and everything that's going on, you guys can be up to date with all my YouTube videos and content that I'll be putting out on there for my video series, XFL Now and USFL Fresh Start. So definitely go and check that out as well. And check out that video in USFL expansion in 2024, because there is a possibility that the USFL will be expanding and adding possibly 6 more teams within the next year or so, or next year to 2 to 3 years, because of, like I said in that video, I break down the different logos that they requested trademarks rights for again. So we'll see what happens and how it works out for them. And again, we'll see how well this season goes, and if they do decide to expand, which markets are they going to target first. So it's all going to be interesting to see, man, and I'm excited for it. But like I said, today the USFL starts, so here we go. We got 2 leagues battling for views on TV. We got 2 leagues battling for attendance, and we'll see how this goes. But like I said, it's going to be today on Fox. You have the USFL starting. Memphis Showboats taking on the Philadelphia Stars at the new hub, Simmons Bank Arena, or Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee at 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I'm just having fun, y'all. And then we got our second game, my New Jersey Generals going to Birmingham and taking on the Birmingham Stallions, the defending USFL champions. Birmingham won the championship last year. after they beat the Stars. And the USFL is the United States Football League. It is a spring professional football league that was really big in the 80s. They had a bunch of teams in the 80s, and it was basically an alternative league for the NFL. You know, basically for players who were in the NFL and got kicked out or couldn't hack it and got cut or got in trouble. And then for those players who didn't make it to the NFL as far as getting drafted out of college. So that's what the USFL initially was for. It was a spring league. It was an alternative league, basically to help players who didn't get drafted or who were in the league or who were in the NFL get back to the NFL. Then you get the XFL, which came out in 2001. You had the AAF, American Alliance Football of American Alliance Football, or something like that. You have the United Football League, which is the UFL, which back in the day, I think it was the 90s, if I'm correct, they were actually, how do I put this? They were battling literally with the NFL because the UFL, the United Football League, was actually competing during the same time. Their league was going on, their season was going on during the same time as the NFL season. So they were trying to compete with the NFL season directly, and that's how they got kapooted right the fuck out of there. But they're coming back this season. On the 23rd of April, the UFL starts. The only problem with that, and the reason why I probably won't be covering the UFL, is because the UFL, look, the UFL, bro, oh my goodness, they're going to want you to spend $10 for UFL Plus just to watch the games. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. On top of that, these clowns want you to spend like $25, $30 for general admission tickets. Then they got like this $35, $40, $45 fucking meal package ticket. And then for a suite, it's like $85, $90. I say, yo, get the super fuck out of here, UFL. Who the fuck are y'all? And now you're coming back, and instead of competing directly with the NFL, you're going to compete with two spring leagues who are actually successful right now, who are actually on national TV and streaming services. And you know what I mean? Like, you're on streaming platforms and national TV. Well, cable, whatever the case. But you think, motherfucker, you think somebody's going to sit here and pay $10 a month just to watch the United Football League? Who are you guys? Like, what? Who are you guys, bro? Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So, bro, no, not $90 to watch them. Well, yeah, to watch them in person for a suite, for a filled suite at one of the stadiums, because they're playing at stadiums. They're playing at nice stadiums and shit, I guess. They have all these shit set up for nice stadiums and all this other good shit. So I guess they got suite boxes and shit like that. Bro, I'm not spending $90 or $95 fucking dollars on nobody's UFL team. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing it. I can't. And I don't encourage anybody else to do it. But if it so happens to change and we can get some UFL games on TV, we'll check them out, see what it's all about, see if the action is good, y'all. But if not, sadly, we ain't gonna be watching no UFL or covering the UFL. So, I'm sorry. But give me 1 second, y'all. I have to use the restroom. I'm gonna put on the Be Right Back screen and throw some music on. And we will be right back to continue this conversation. So, give me 1 second, y'all. I do apologize. I just got to use the restroom.
I don't wanna play with myself. matter, you his. I'm about my biz. I'm a baller, but without the bins. Won't you holler, help me spin up some ends? I'm saying, sup with your friends, they hanging, yeah, I got a couple of boys. We can party, then head back to the pad. Get into making some noise, break the bed, and that's only from head. You can stay to the morning, just don't cook me no eggs, yeah. Got a whole bring a friend if you're scared. I beat them both like Ali in the ring. You think I had two things? It's rare finding a cat quite like OG. Run if you want. I ain't trying to be HOEs for real. I ain't trying to leave with no dough and for real. I'm trying to holler at hoes. I'm saying, baby, can you grind tonight?
Baby, can I ride with you?
Baby, can you grind tonight?
Oh, baby, can I grind with you?
Baby, let's ride.
Let's ride.
Oh, baby, let's ride.
Let's grind, let's rise.
Baby, can you grind tonight?
Oh, baby, can I grind with you?
Baby, can you grind tonight? Baby, can you grind tonight? Baby, let's ride. Baby, let's ride. Baby, can you grind tonight?
All right, and we back. My bad, y'all. My bad. We back. But yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I'm definitely not spending $10 to watch the UFL a month. I'm not. I'm sorry. When I could sit here and watch. Oh, it's fucking cold. When I could sit here and watch the XFL and the USFL for free on regular TV. I'm sorry. So it's not happening at all. And like I said, I wouldn't encourage you guys to do that shit either because it's definitely not fucking worth it. We don't even know who these teams are. Like, who are you guys? Like, come on, man. And then for you to be making a comeback and your comeback is forcing people to spend money? Like, this is the first time we've seen anything or heard anything about the UFL since the 90s, y'all. When they got shut the fuck out by the NFL. So, you know, you go on this 20-year hiatus damn near, and then you come back and you expect people to spend all this money for the UFL? No, not going to happen. That's an epic failure. All you're ever going to get from anybody when it comes to that is a big straight up, because I'm not doing it. And I would love to cover it. I would love to cover it because it's football. You know what I mean? I would love to cover it, but I'm not going to spend all this money just to cover it, guys. It's definitely not worth it whatsoever. You know what I mean? So, like I said, sorry, UFL, but if we can't watch you on TV or some type of streaming service, I can't fuck with it. Period. But like I said, man, today's games for the USFL are Philadelphia Stars taking on the newly added Memphis Showboats at the newly added hub and stadium, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. And then my New Jersey Generals are taking on the Birmingham Stallions, man. It's going down. The defending USFL champions hosting my New Jersey Generals, who went 9-1 last year and got booted out I don't know. We had a tough game against Philadelphia last year, and we almost made it to the championship game representing the North, but Philadelphia edged us out. So it's going to be a good season this season. I'm excited. I want to see how well New Jersey does again. I hope we go 10-0 this year. Let's go 10-0, baby. We go 10-0. That'll be dope. You feel me? But that's the first two games, and that's today. And they're both on Fox. Like I said, for everybody on the East Coast, the first game's at 4:30, second game's at 7:30. And then tomorrow, you have Michigan Panthers taking on the Houston Gamblers. That'll also be in Memphis at the Liberty Bank Stadium, or Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. And that'll be at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 noon Eastern on NBC and Peacock. And then you got the last game of the weekend, of kickoff weekend, you have the Pittsburgh Maulers, who have new colors. They're no longer that ugly-ass purple and orange shit that they were last year. They're representing Pittsburgh and they're now got the black and gold. So you'll be seeing them in their new uniforms, their new colors today or tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6:30 Eastern on FS1. They're going down to New Orleans, or excuse me, down to Alabama, going to Protective Stadium in Birmingham and taking on the New Orleans Breakers. So y'all get ready for that, man. This weekend's packed with fucking football. And like I said, in between all these games with the USFL, you also have the XFL. Right now, you got a game on with the XFL today. We're at halftime. Vegas is up 12-6 against Houston. Vegas is 2-6. Houston's 5-3. Vegas is out the playoffs, unfortunately. But Houston's, right now, they're number one in the South. Then later on today, you got the Brahmas taking on the Guardians at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And that will be on, I believe, ESPN2. And then tomorrow, and this is the crazy part, both games start at the same time. So for the USFL tomorrow, that game's at 9 a.m. Pacific. The DC and Arlington game is at 9 a.m. Pacific for the XFL. So there's the battle. The battle begins already at the end of the XFL season and the start of the USFL season. They're already battling for numbers, viewers, attendance. So it's going to be interesting because the Sea Dragons versus the Battlehawks game is at 12, and the the Pittsburgh Maulers and New Orleans Breakers game is at 3 or 6:30 you guys' time. So like, it's just going to be a battle, man. Like, they're starting the games exactly at the same time. Well, not exactly. The first two games are exactly the same time. They're both starting at 9 a.m. But the Seattle game is it's 9 a.m. Pacific. That's why you're like, if you're on the East Coast, you're like 9 in the morning. No, it's 9 a.m. Pacific, noon y'all time. And then the noon Pacific game will be 3 y'all time. It starts the XFL game starts a half hour earlier than the USFL game. So it's going to be a back and forth battle this weekend for supremacy over the ratings, man, and the views. So we're definitely going to see who edges it out, because a lot of people loved the USFL last year, and I was one of them. That was very entertaining football for me last year as well, especially with us not having the XFL. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like this year the battle can really happen. We can see who really is going to reign supreme. But I hope both leagues are successful. That's the thing. I really do hope both leagues are successful so we can continue to get spring football. Because if both leagues continue to be successful, then we're going to see expansions. We're going to see more teams added. That gives more players opportunity to make it to the NFL and showcase their skills in the XFL and the USFL as well. So if you're a true football fan and you really love football, definitely root for the XFL and the USFL to succeed. I beg thee. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if we can get year-round football, y'all, it's going to be awesome. Because you got to imagine, look, the XFL season ends May 9th, right? The championship game is May 9th. The USFL season is starting today. The USFL regular season don't stop until June 11th. No, I'm sorry. June 17th. And June 18th is the last weekend. You know, that Saturday and Sunday is the last weekend of the regular season for the USFL. So you got to imagine, if we can get both leagues to expand and be successful and eventually have 16 teams in each, bro, we'll get longer seasons to where you got the NFL season, then it jumps right into the XFL season, then it jumps into the USFL season, then it jumps back into the NFL season. Year-round football, like clockwork. And us football lovers will love that shit for real, because we will get football year-round. And there's nothing better than year-round football, man. I don't care what nobody says. There's nothing better than year-round football. Because even with, you got to imagine, if the spring leagues can become really, really successful to where there's a lot of hype each season from now on, it's going to constantly compete with baseball, hockey, the NBA, March Madness, and the NCAA. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna, and if they can compete, we have succession. You know what I'm saying? We're a success. That's the point of spring football, and it's succeeding because these kids need chances, man. The NFL doesn't just go out and give these kids chances. They don't go out and pay attention to these kids who didn't make it coming out of college. They don't look twice at those kids who made it to the league or those players who made it to the league and may have not made the cut because they weren't into their full, their craft wasn't fully honed. You know what I mean? They didn't hone their craft to where they're at their best. You feel what I'm saying? And they're not as skilled as they should be to be in the NFL or whatever the case, and they didn't make the cut, or they got in trouble, like some players have had and gotten removed from the league, and then need a second opportunity to get back into the league. You feel what I'm saying? That's what these spring leagues are for, and that's why we should encourage people to watch and encourage people to go to the games and get a team and be excited for a team and be excited for both leagues so that both leagues can succeed and we can see a lot more opportunities given to these players who deserve it. You know, they're working their ass off in these spring leagues and semi-pro leagues and things like that to try and get back to the NFL, and some of them don't get looked at. But now with the XFL and the USFL being here, now we can have an opportunity to see these players grow and come into their own and get an opportunity to be in the league again. So that's what this shit is all about, man. And like I said, man, I'm excited for both the USFL and the XFL, and I hope both of them succeed. I'm excited for the draft this year. I think this is going to be a really, really good draft, too, in the NFL, man. I'm really excited for the NFL draft as well, man. I think it's either one or two picks going number one. Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud, in my opinion. I don't see anybody else going over either one of them. It's either going to be one or the other. Carolina's going to take either Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud, and that's a for sure. You know what I mean? So it's here, man. It's here. 2 weeks away. Well, 13, like less than 2 weeks away from the draft. The XFL season's almost over. The USFL season's starting. We got football, baby. We're going to have football. We're going to continue to have football at least until June. You know what I mean? And then we ain't going to have no football until August. But you got to imagine that's only 1 month. You know what I'm saying? Well, 2 months. So maybe a month and a half without football. 2 months without football, which sucks. But, hey, it is what it is. I'll keep you guys up to date on all the news that's going on, all the offseason news, everything going on with all leagues. You know what I mean? As far as the NFL, XFL, USFL. We may start covering the CFL. I got to see if there's a way to watch some CFL games, and we may start covering the CFL as well. But y'all know this is the Gridiron, man. We talk nothing but football. We'll be talking about the college football as well. The spring games will be starting soon for college ball too, so we'll be covering those spring games. We'll be checking them out, seeing what teams are going to be looking good, what schools are going to be looking good, and what schools are going to be needing some work. You know what I mean? Who to get excited for, who to be ready for, who to be surprised by. You know what I mean? So it's going to be it's going to be a good spring for football, man. Like I said, we got the NFL draft, we got the XFL season still going on, we got the USFL season starting. I would say we got the UFL, but how the hell are we going to watch it? We don't know yet. So like I said, man, it's football time. Football's in the air, and that's what this show is all about. I thank y'all for watching today, man. Again, if you shop with HelloFresh, hit that exclamation HelloFresh in the chat. That will get you a code to use for 60% off and free shipping on an order my code will get you 60% off and free shipping. I'm telling you, it's a huge discount, man. I'll be getting one myself using the discount just to show you guys how much it will be and what you'll all get. And when I do get everything, I'll give you guys a stream where I'll do an unboxing and we'll open up a HelloFresh kit, see what we get. But I went to go and actually put in the order just to see how much it would be. And it's like $89 and some change for the meat and veggie box. And with my 60% off code with the free shipping, it comes to like $27 and change, y'all. So definitely take advantage of that code. Like I said, you just got to hit the exclamation Hello Fresh. And there you go. Just hit that link. If you hit that link right there, it'll actually take you right to the order page, and the code will automatically be implemented. And if you already have a HelloFresh account, you can just copy and paste that code and get you 60% off and free shipping with an order. Also, if you'd like to join the Discord, there you go. Hit that link right there. Come join us if you're interested in being a bettor for the sportsbook and the Discord as well. Come join us, and I'll give you the bettors role. Just let me know until I can get the Me 6 box, the Me 6 bot working to where it does your role for you. But because when you automatically come into the Discord, if you hit the green check mark on the rules, you'll get the Knights role automatically. But I have to go in and set it up to where you get the bettors role for a different reaction. So I'll go and get that shit worked out for everybody, and we'll get that fixed. So whenever you do and join the Discord, you'll be able to just choose your role automatically. But like I said, man, I really appreciate you guys being here. Again, the USFL season starts today on Fox. The XFL season is almost at the season's end, the regular season's end. There's a game currently on ABC and ESPN Plus. Y'all get ready for the rest of the games this weekend. We got football all weekend, y'all. Like I said, man, that's what we here for. So, again, thank y'all for being here on the Gridiron. Right now, I want y'all to get ready. We're going to go crazy. We are going to go crazy. And we're about to go raid out one of my boys. His name is Frodo Skypotter, man. He's one of my top mods on my channel as well. And he's just a really good guy. So I want y'all to go in here and show him some love. We're trying to help him get to affiliate. So I want y'all to go in here and show Frodo some love, man. Drop him a follow if you haven't already. Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's not allowing me to host now? What the hell? Hold on, y'all. I want y'all to go in here and make some noise, man. Go crazy. Hype up his chat, man. Go show my boy Frodo Skypotter some love, man. And, like I said, man, let's help him get to affiliate. You feel me? Again, I want to thank everybody who pulled up. Go drop everybody some love. If you see that name in the chat, man, scroll up, click on their name, follow them, and pull up on them on their next stream. And go rock with them, man. We support everybody here. We support each other here. We show each other love here. And it's a family. You know what I'm saying? So if you really want to come join the Discord family as well, feel free to do so. But we're going to go Frodo. We're going to show Frodo some love, y'all. I thank y'all for being here. I'm your boy Jersey, the motherfucking king. Come check me and JCaff out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the Sportsbook podcast. We will be back this week, this upcoming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So y'all get ready for that. I appreciate everybody again, everybody who showed up. JCaff, thank you for the love, man. Thank you for the gifted sub. Westby playing, thank you for the resub and the gifted sub. You already know what it is, bro. Salute to y'all, man. Everybody who pulled up, showed out, showed love to me. Greatly appreciate everybody being here, man. Again, until next Saturday, this is the Gridiron. I'm your boy Jersey the King. Peace out. Don't go nowhere. We waiting. I love y'all, man.